Hello, 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 everyone. I'm your host of Hungry, Aaron Allegory, and it is time for another episode of the podcast for Creatives on the Come Up, by Creatives on the Come Up. And I'm happy to introduce to you the man who has the name that we're all looking for, Mr. Wisdom.
Greetings. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm phenomenal.
Yeah,
Thank you for having me today.
it's good to have you on here. Can you give the audience a little background on yourself and what you do?
So I'm actually a dancer and content creator.
Okay. When you say content creator, what does that mean? Or what kind of content? Because that could be very broad. There's a lot of content out there.
Exactly. So more so like it stimulates as far as like my dance. So it may be like comedy, whatever I'm feeling.
Okay. I feel like that's fun.
It is, because it's always inspired by something. Like I might see something or I might be driving. It just sparks an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's normally where it stems from.
You get in like your natural flow state a lot when you
Absolutely. So I'm in my flow state, whatever. It's normally I'm listening to a song and then a certain vibe come, or I get a visual. And then from that visual, it just kind of pings from there. It's like a domino effect.
Okay. Do you ever have to like search that out, or are there areas that you go to get inspiration specifically that just like have that?
Actually, it just normally, it's like a download. It's like a visual download. The song can come on, like this one song I did was by 3 6 Mafia, and it was like bark, chicken, chicken head. And then from that song, a whole like visual download came, and I just the individual of the download that I had, it was by the mall when I seen it, so I just instantly went there, and then everything else just came to play.
I like that. That's how I kind of am with music. I'll just like have a feeling, and then I'll just play my bass, and then after that's right, everything just falls into place.
Right.
Everything falls into place. So I feel like that natural foundation is important.
Absolutely. You played the bass guitar?
Yeah.
My grandfather played the bass.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Really?
He had like the standing bass as a kid. It would always be like, wrapped up. And one day I asked him, and I was like, "What is that?" He's like, "I used to play the bass guitar in a band all over Philly." And the only reason why he stopped because he had my dad.
Yeah. About to say the bass is so good. It's such like a clean instrument. I would love to get into the acoustic bass. Right now I'm playing electric 4-string.
Really?
Yeah.
That's my favorite electric guitar. So maybe you can teach me some chords.
Oh yeah. It's super fun. I've been doing a lot of minor pentatonics lately.
Okay.
Give it that just like that dirty, just walk feel. I make a lot of beats that just make me feel like I want to do something. Like
You be feeling it.
Yeah. Like you're like on your way to like do something important, or you're about to be in the gym, like you're about to take on that final boss in the video game. Is that kind of vibe. It's that kind of vibe.
Nice.
Yeah. So how long have you been doing dance and content creation?
It's funny. I actually been doing it before, like as a teenager. Like if you're familiar with American Idol, like when American Idol first came out, I'm dating myself now.
Yeah.
I had like a camcorder, and I would just like film myself making fun of like what was that guy like she bang. Remember that? He was like he went viral for that on when American Idol first came out. And I would just like record myself. Then I would make little videos like imitating Michael Jackson. Then I had my family watch it, put it on the big screen. This one we had like the little cassette tape you put in with the camcorder and close it. Then had a little flip up.
Yeah. You was dating yourself.
Yeah. So I mean,
yeah, I feel you though. Like, matter of fact, who hasn't danced like Michael?
right.
Everybody wants to be like Mike.
Right. Yeah.
can't help
It's
it.
kind of hard to meet that stature.
Oh yeah, of course. Like Michael Jackson that's iconic.
I mean, but everybody kind of like he's like the go-to inspiration,
Yeah.
Like who hasn't got some type of crazy idea from like, I mean, look at Kanye, you look at Jay-Z, everyone references him in their art.
Yeah. Literally, right now I'm in college for international business with a minor in music production.
Nice.
And in my music composition class, we were analyzing Bad by Michael Jackson.
Okay.
it was so fun to even go over the notes and see the sheet music of how they really did that, and just to see the bass line actually mapped out.
Nice.
So
that's
good.
that's one of my favorite videos. Just the choreography on there is just like amazing.
Oh yeah. Imagine how it must have hit when it came out with Smooth Criminal.
Right.
When he
Yes.
hit that lean.
Mm-hmm.
When he hit that lean, boy.
My friend just literally asked me the other day, like, what is your favorite, if you can pick one Michael Jackson song, only one. I said, whew, that's a hard question. What would be your favorite?
Just off the top of my head, I definitely sing "Remember the Time."
Yes, yes,
a lot.
yes. Now tell me why. Why is
One, I like the video for that as well.
Me
like
too.
the whole Egypt
Yep,
theme.
yep,
He's
yep,
talking
yep,
to
yep.
the pharaoh and his wife. Like that's clean.
Right,
And
the
it's
intro.
just- yeah, I don't know, and it's just like it's so good. It's just like I can. It takes me back. Like I've been into girls where we just want to talk all night,
Mm-hmm.
like on the phone till dawn,
Right,
till
right.
3. Yeah. Like,
Yes.
it's so infectious. And his ad libs, are so good.
Right. Yes, I love how he come in real smooth, and she's like, and what are you going to perform? And then he drops the dust, and he goes,
Yeah.
and then the music come on all settled, doom, doom, doom.
Yeah.
You know?
Honestly, it would be interesting to see what his creative journey was really like. Well, I mean, I guess you could because he started out when he was 5
Right.
and with the Jackson 5, but I don't know, just like to get a more behind the scenes of it or just a more take on his emotions. Because my next question for you is, what is something that you struggled with during your creative journey and how did you overcome it?
Actually, believe it or not, even though I'm a dancer, it was loosening up. Like I would dance in front of my family, and my mom would be like, "Why are you so stiff?" And so that was like my hardest part because I have no formal training or anything like that. Everything is self-taught. And so I was like really stiff. And then once I got into church and like praise dancing and stuff like that, I loosened up. But for years, it was hard. And getting like my footing. One of my favorite artists is Usher.
Yeah.
And you know, he does like this, like his over type step, and then he like twirls the chain and stuff like that. So I was always like practicing like my footwork, and then once I got my footwork down pat, I'm like, all right, I think I got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like loosening up was the hardest part.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel like that can be really the hardest part. Even like before a studio session, I gotta like shake it out.
Right.
And just like get rid of all the nerves or anything that says that you have to contain yourself.
Correct.
Literally just anything that says I have to shrink or just like contain who I am for the world, just get rid of that and let that go.
Absolutely.
Leave that at the door.
Yes.
Leave that at the door. Like, man, man, you got me. We're going on so well this conversation. I'm like forgetting what I have to even ask.
No,
but-
you're good. You're good. This is dope. This is my first interview, so I'm just enjoying the time.
Yeah. Well, well, you said loosening up was your hardest part. But what advice would you give to someone? What advice would you give to your younger self, when you started out? Now that you've really grown into it.
I would say don't be afraid to be yourself and be authentic.
Powerful.
And never quit.
Yeah.
No matter how much adversity you go through, no matter how many times you get knocked down, no many times how many people may not like your content or whatever the case may be, because everyone isn't going to like your art.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just keep it 100,
Yeah. It's gotta call it like you call it.
But don't let that deter you from, putting your craft out there. You look at like Colonel Sanders. When he formed the KFC recipe, he went 10,000 times. He had this recipe, putting it before people, before he got one yes.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Same thing with the show Squid Games. He actually put that out to 7 different studios and they got turned down. But he got that one that said yes, and then it blew up.
Right.
That's all you really need.
Right. Just that one yes.
And that one yes can change your life.
And you never know how close you are to getting that yes.
You only fail when you quit.
Absolutely.
Literally, if you don't quit, then you're just still in the progress.
Absolutely.
Like that is one of the lessons that I've had that has really stuck with me. You only fail when you quit. And the only way to stop you is really to kill you. Because if you ain't gonna give up, that's it.
Right. It only makes you stronger.
Yeah.
And you caught me by wearing this shirt. You know, it's the mindset. You really got to have that mindset. It's a mental game. Once you realize that nothing can stop you and you have that mental attitude like, yo, I'm going to do this, then you got it.
Yeah. I'm writing my first book right now.
Nice.
Right?
Come on.
It's a journal that helps people accomplish their goals and deal with their emotions.
Okay.
So I have like little motivational quotes on every set of pages to help them get through the day. One of the quote that I wrote today was something that I kind of picked up and changed to my own time. It said, it's easy to feel defeated when you're just counting down the days. But when you make the days count, you finally feel alive.
I like it.
So we are getting close. We're getting close. But this is hungry. So I got to ask you, what is the worst struggle meal that you've ever had?
Ooh. I've been in the trenches. Let me think. Don't laugh. It was oodles and noodles with spaghetti sauce.
Okay. That's a new one. I can't act like that's like absolutely horrible because it's noodles,
Right.
You know?
And
Like
everything goes with noodles. That was probably like my
I don't know. I heard ketchup before. I don't know if that goes with noodles.
ketchup. But it did. It sealed.
But
the deal.
it worked for him, so I can't. I guess it does.
It sealed the deal.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But mindset. Your shirt just speaks it all. For those that can't see him, he has a shirt that says "Mindset is everything."
Yes. Absolutely.
Once you master your mind, you're a powerful person.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
I just want to thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
So this has been another episode of Hungry, the podcast for creatives on the come up, by creatives on the come up. I'm so happy that everyone tuned in and enjoyed our conversation, and we hope to see you next time.
Peace.
Peace.